Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead Cande Roth. We are looking at 50s, mix of sun and clouds, should be dry. As a matter of fact, that should be the next few days. And, you know, don't complain. No emails if you get a little drizzle. I'm just telling you, the next 3-4 days look to be basically dry and 50, Cande.
Yeah, I like it.
Fun,
Nothing wrong.
fun.
Spring is springing.
Yes.
Sprunging.
And
Doing it.
it's big for you because we know how much, not only do you love to see the plants and things growing, but you love to take Tilly out for the walks and things.
Absolutely love it. Gets
Yeah.
prettier every day.
Yeah, so the weather looking pretty good for you. There is this story about Botox I wanted to bring up. Before you start getting Botox to the forehead, you may want to think twice about this one, okay?
All right. Okay.
A new study found that if you get Botox to the forehead, you could have trouble reading other people's emotions. Now, we know the story of how when you get Botox, you may not show as much emotion in your forehead and face because things could stiffen up, right? You know what I'm talking about, okay? But a new study found that the person who gets the injections could have a tough time reading other people. Researchers at the University of California, Irvine, scanned the brains of 10 women before and after they got Botox in their forehead. And the point was to see how their brains reacted to other people's facial expressions. Each one was shown photos of happy, angry, or neutral faces, and they had to guess the emotion being expressed. And it turned out they were much worse after they got the Botox from figuring out how other people felt.
So the Botox is affecting their brain. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's what you think at first. They don't know. So, right. You asked the question everyone asks. Does that mean something is leaking into your brain when you get Botox?
Oh, my.
No, but no, that is not what they're saying. They believe, the researchers think it's because of something called the facial feedback hypothesis. And the idea is that we subconsciously mimic people's expressions to help us interpret how they are reacting. So the theory is that Botox in your muscles stop you from interpreting people's faces quick enough, and you can't figure out what emotions. You're having trouble reading their emotions in general.
Oh.
Interesting, right? I thought.
Just leave my wrinkly face just the way it is.
Cande, if you want to know if I am happy or sad, don't touch that beautiful head of yours, okay? Don't do
Evan
it.
told me I missed the boat on Botox. I should have started a long time ago.
Yeah, I do feel, and again, I know nothing about the process, but I do feel that if you're going to do it, you need to start at a certain point. You can't let things get too far along, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That would. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. It's it's like a house, Cande. If you have a 15, 20-year-old house, you start doing renovations. If you have a 100-year-old house and you haven't done any renovations yet, it's probably best just to do a complete rebuild.
Uh-oh.
Just tear it down. We're not going to do little repairs.
I'm just going to keep what God gave me and go with the flow.
There you go. It is National Triglycerides Day. How are your triglycerides, Cande?
Pretty good, yeah.
All right, I'm due for blood work. I have to set that up.
I do take statins, and but the good cholesterol's in a good spot. The bad is not bad, so I'm okay.
All right, good. I need you healthy. That's good. National Black Forest Cake Day today.
No problem.
Yeah.
Not even sure what it is, but it sounds good to me.
I'll take it. No problem helping you out with that. I understand. It's National Weed Appreciation Day, and I mean the weeds that grow in your garden.
Some of them are quite beautiful.
Do we appreciate weeds? Should we appreciate weeds?
A lot of people don't, and they want them removed as soon as possible from their gardens. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm a weeder, so
Are
I fall into that.
are they helpful at all, or they just hurt the process? I don't know. Like, are weeds good at all? Is there a good thing about them?
I'm sure there is, but most people in their gardens don't want them. And if you have a vegetable garden, yeah, you don't want the weeds to outgrow the vegetables. So yeah, people weed. What do you want me to
Huh.
say?
And
I don't think you
finally,
should use harsh chemicals to weed.
okay. And finally, National Something on a Stick Day. Doesn't food just taste better on a
I
stick?
love food on a stick. We talked about already a corn dog, like my evil passion, once a year on a stick. Love it. Meat on a stick. Who doesn't love that?
Oh my God, meat and shrimp on a barbecue on
Who
a
doesn't
stick.
love? Who doesn't love that?
I remember last summer, I believe Barbecue Tom made some kebabs one day when we were over there.
Love it, love it. And then you can do
Even
vegetable kebabs. You could do a million. I love food on a stick. You're absolutely right.
you can do marshmallows, of course,
Oh,
and
who could forget that?
yes, make your little sandwiches with the chocolate and everything, and the graham crackers. Absolutely. So yes, it just feels good. Even like when you go get uh you know
Meat on a stick.
yeah, when you go, like when you have it, or someone cooks it for you, or you don't expect it and you see it at a barbecue or something, it's very exciting. Meat on a
Very.
stick.
I
Yeah,
love meat on a stick. It's so easy to eat.
yeah. And then when
Perfect.
I even feel like maybe that's why subliminally I love sushi so much, because I use the chopsticks, and it's like my food is on a stick. Candy, maybe.
In a way. In a way.
Possibly. But yes, meat on a stick day. Go enjoy a kebab if you have the chance. Candy, some good news. Some guy on Twitter says Chat GPT saved his dog's life. She was
Oh.
anemic, and a vet diagnosed her with a tick-borne illness, but the treatment didn't help, and their advice was just wait and see. So instead, he pasted the dog's blood results into ChatGPT, which said it might be something called IMHA, which stands for Immune Medicated Hemolytic Anemia. So
Whoa.
he had a different vet run more tests, and they confirmed that this program, ChatGPT, was correct. And they got his dog on the right treatment plan, and she's on her way to recovery.
Well, that is good news. I'm not
Yeah.
sure a lot of what you just said, but it came out with a happy ending.
So this Chat GPT, if I'm not getting this confused with something else, is a program that actually could change the world for better and for worse. It's a program that you can take. Let's say you have to write a term paper. You could type into this program, I need to write a term paper on Benjamin Franklin, and you type whatever. You type in all these things, and in like minutes, it spits out a term paper in original,
Oh boy.
non-copied term paper. Like, yeah. So that's one part of it.
Yeah.
The other part of it is you can type in things and it'll give you like a diagnosis. It's there's a lot to unpack here. We don't have the time
Yes.
for it,
Getting
but
confused.
I'm going to do more research into it, and then we should have a discussion on this, Candy, because
All right, good.
it could be an interesting phenomenon here. A guy in Oregon pulled an elderly woman from a burning house last month,
Yeah.
and they reunited this past Wednesday. It was very emotional. Earlier this month, a woman in Australia got bit multiple times by a blue-ringed octopus.
Oh,
It's one of the world's most venomous animals, by the way.
talk about octopuses that way.
I know we love the octopus, My
Love.
Octopus Teacher on Netflix, yes.
I know.
There's no known anti-venom, so most people die if they're bitten by this octopus, but
Wow.
somehow this woman is okay. Doctors don't know why. So maybe they should check her, body makeup.
Maybe, yeah. We could
Yeah.
learn something.
And finally, a 91-year-old guy from Colorado just became the oldest person to hike across the Grand Canyon. 91, okay? He started at the North Rim, went down into the canyon, then hiked back up and finished at the South Rim. He hiked 24 miles in 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
91. Don't you feel ashamed of yourself now?
Yeah, I don't feel ashamed. He is the Ashamed. No, he is a random, he's not human, this 91-year-old man.
I wonder what keeps him going.
I mean, I feel a little bad about myself, but I don't feel ashamed.
All
Candy.
right.
Yeah. All right. We have to go. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
You too, my love.
All right. Thanks to Ryan and Amanda, our great producers. I'm here till noon. Got great music on the way. Jay Letterman takes over after that. Jim Voice Guy O'Brien drives you home 3 to 6. Nice day, 50, mix of sun and clouds. Let's hit the roads. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.